People often ask a version of the same question. Why live longer if it means spending more time sick, dependent, and weak? It's a fair question, but it's built on a false hypothesis. The myth is that longevity science is about extending the end of life, keeping people alive in nursing homes, hooked to machines. But that's not what modern research is trying to do. The goal isn't to stretch frailty, it's to compress it. So the final years, the weak years, are short, but the decades before are strong. Let's define a few terms. Lifespan is how long you live. Healthspan is how long you live in good health, physically capable, mentally sharp, and metabolically stable. Sickspan is the period of disease or disability that happens in the last few years. Most people today spend about 9 to 10 years with chronic illness and disability before death. It's often longer than that for women. And the gap between that health span and lifespan is what researchers are trying to reduce. It's called compressing morbidity, and the good news is we're already seeing progress. In recent decades, studies have seen declines in physical disability and dementia rates, meaning people are reaching older age in better condition than in previous generations. So mortality or death is being postponed by medicine, but so is frailty now. What's driving the big shift? A big part of it is what scientists are calling physical resilience. Your body's ability to recover from stress, illness, and physical exertion. People with higher midlife resilience, roughly between 30-something and, say, 65, consistently show longer health spans. So it's not just about fitness and how you look, it's really about how quickly your body rebounds from challenges. The recovery capacity, your bounce back speed, may be one of the best indicators of biological age. And the exciting part is that it's modifiable. Let's look at exactly what changes with the right interventions. Muscle strength and function improve through consistent resistance training. Cognitive performance and reaction time stay sharp with aerobic exercise and proper sleep, for example. Metabolic health, things like glucose tolerance, insulin sensitivity, respond dramatically to both diet and body composition. Immune function as a whole improves when chronic inflammation is reduced, and recovery capacity, how fast you return to baseline after stress, strengthens with good sleep, stress management, and conditioning. In other words, the biological levers of youth are trainable. Take the calorie trial, for example. It's a human study on caloric restriction. Participants who reduced calorie intake modestly over 2 years showed reduced biomarkers of cellular senescence. In plain English, their cells aged more slowly. Exercise trials in older adults consistently show that both endurance and strength training can reverse aspects of aging, improving mobility, energy, cognition into the 70s and 80s and beyond. And when diet, exercise, and stress management and all these things are combined, as some recent multimodal studies are looking to do, or have done, we are now seeing epigenetic age reversal, which you can measure, which is not just slower decline, but it's partial rejuvenation. So yes, enhancing lifespan without enhancing health span would be meaningless and pointless for most people. But that is not what longevity science is doing. Think of it this way: a 70-year-old who walks briskly, recovers quickly, and thinks sharply isn't just lucky, they're functionally younger than their peers. They might perform like a healthy 55-year-old instead. So at the moment, people aren't chasing immortality. They're really aiming to stay strong, capable, and independent for as long as possible. And research is showing us that it's not only possible, but that it's actually happening. So when someone asks why live longer if it means more frailty, the real answer is it doesn't. The new frontier of longevity isn't just adding time to the end, it's adding life to the time in between. If you want to understand more about how to build physical resistance and measure things like biological age, then subscribe, because that's exactly what we're here to explore.